about conditional probability, and conditional probability is written like this. And it is said like this. Probability of A given B. So this line means given the probability of A given B, so conditional on B. And we know that two events can be either independent or dependent, and that plays a part in like how it affects their conditional probability. If the two events are independent, that means they're kind of like independent people, separate, don't depend on each other at all. The conditional probability A given B is just the same as the probability of A, because A is not affected by B at all. So the probability of A given B is exactly the same as just the probability of A, because A is not affected by B, it's like meh, whatever. However, this is different if we look at dependent events. So if two events are dependent, that means they might depend on each other or they have an effect. And then we actually have a different formula for the probability of A given B. And that is the probability of A given B, so when they're dependent, so it can have an effect, is the probability of A and B divided by the probability of B. So this is quite a key formula. So here we have 100 people asked if they had a dog or a cat, and here are the results. 56 had a dog, 42 had a cat, and 15 had both. Now our question is, find the probability they had a cat given, and then this is the conditional bit, given they only had one pet. So the way to do this one is a nice Venn diagram. Okay, so let's complete the Venn diagram now. So we start in the middle part of a Venn diagram. So that is where it is a dog in the dog circle and the cat circle. So both. So we have 15 have both. Now we know there are 56 dogs, so we know we want 56 in this circle, but there's already 15 in this circle chilling over here, so we need 56 minus 15, and that is 41. So now we know that in total in the circle we have 56 dogs. What about the cats? We had 42, but so in the cat circle here, we've already got 15 chilling over here, so subtract 15. So how many do I have left? And that is 27. So now I know that 100 people were asked, so if I add these three numbers up, that gives me 83, so that doesn't get me to the 100. So how many people are left with no cat, no dog, or not both? And that is 17, so don't forget that 17 goes on this outside bit. Okay, now we can get back to our main question. It says, find the probability they have a cat, given they only have one pet. So how many people have one pet? And that is the 41 that have the dogs and the 27 that have just a cat. So that is 68 people. So what is the probability they have a cat given they have one pet? And that is 27, because they can't have the both. And that is out of the people who have one pet, and that is 68. So there we have an example of conditional probability. It can be a bit tricky, so you've just got to think quite logically about it.